oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Lions at 10-4 on the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how long can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 8. That one good for 33 and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson now to throw. And he hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On first down, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Watson going to keep it again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, there was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look.
He's got him in. Complete. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Barnes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Watson off play action. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now back to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They go play action. Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
3rd third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Mayfield down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed in quickly at the end. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Mayfield. Open man right side is Sharp. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Derek Barnes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack, Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable...
He's got a man complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
66 yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And when you break it down,
this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Detroit, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,
you gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth. But they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I make the pigs fly, and I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. do the impossible, impossible.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I own it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I own it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bike and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave the know it miss the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best.